Now, the correct score market is a very popular betting market with Bet Rivers. Is where you, the bettor, tries to predict the score and the outcome of the final whistle in the game. Now, there's loads of different markets and loads of different probabilities of a correct score, but there's only two scorelines that I always like to bet. Now, anyone who's followed my shows on the Betting Weekly Studios, you will see that I have a little machine at home called the 0-0 detector, and it bleeps whenever I think there'll be not many goals. And that happens quite regularly. Now, there's a lot of things I like to happen to that. I like teams that two sides at the bottom of the table who are happy with a draw play each other. Two teams that look at the XG, their goal data, their metrics who aren't producing goal scoring chances. And the other thing is the good old English weather, the traditional weather. When the rain comes in, the goals go down. Remember, the goals go down in November. The weather is terrible, and that means the goal line goes down. So for 0-0, I like the 0-0. But if I ever bet the 0-0, one thing you've got to do is you've got to bet no goal scorer rather than 0-0. If you head to the books and you've got no goal scorer and the goal scorer market, bet no goal scorer, because if it's an own goal, they do not count. So if it's 1-0 and it's scored by an own goal, that does not count, and you'll be cashed as a loser if you bet 0-0, but as a winner if you bet no goal scorer. The other correct score I like is 3-3. Now, people might say, why 3-3, Nigel? Why are we wasting our money on a 50-1 shot or a 40-1 shot on a 3-3? Well, let me tell you why I bet 3-3s. I bet 3-3s on the final day of the Premier League season, across not only the Premier League, but across Europe. Goals on the final day of the season in the English Premier League last season went up by about 1 goal per game, which is a huge increase, but the lines of the crazy scores didn't change. 3-3 was still available at 28-1. 4-2 was available at crazy prices. But we can't bet all those random scores, 4-3s, 3-3s, 5-3s, whatever. I'm just going to bet the 3-3s on the final day of the season. There's 10 matches, one of them will hit 3-3, and we're going to cash at a nice price, around about 28-1.